Seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Doris Burke. And we've got David Aldridge on the sideline. The Washington Wizards here at home in an interconference matchup should be a good one. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad. And not only a 1-1 split series between these two teams last year, guys, but both wins were on the road. So home court advantage wasn't that big an advantage.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
Let's get a quick pregame update from David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Scott Brooks.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, it's the first meeting of the year between these teams, so he told me today is mainly a feeling out process, trying to identify strengths and weaknesses. We'll see how quickly they get a feel for this opponent. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. Well, the NBA season, of course, as they say, it's really a marathon. I mean, here at the midway point, sometimes a team will start to look a little run down, a little more fatigued, while others, Doris, at this point, begin just to kind of hit their stride.
You know, I think it can go organization to organization. You have to remember each of these NBA franchises has building commitments outside of their franchise. And so you look at a team like the San Antonio Spurs. Every year they take that vaunted rodeo trip, and by and large they use it as a way for them to come together. They're on the road for a long time, and they use it as a means to become cohesive, and that means being on the road for a while. So there can be some bumps in the road. Sometimes it just the way the NBA scheduling works out, one team might be front-loaded with home games, and so you get off to a great start. There are certainly points of the year where there's a real rhythm to the NBA. As you get to this midway point, everybody's looking forward to that all-star break. It gives everybody a chance to exhale and sort.
Ready to go. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Shoots off the screen. Uses the glass that time. Out there in the media.
A lot of NBA players don't really care about the marketing side of the business, but Prez has embraced it and does everything he can to make sure he is a favorite of give you problems.
Yeah, and that's exactly why he needs to become the primary focus for that defense right away. Try to cool him off before he gets too hot.
Hands it from down.
Well, I don't think it's overstatement to call that an embarrassing defensive effort. Shooters were wide open from everywhere. Now, we all know John Wall has been the subject of media scrutiny during his tenure in D.C., and so much expected out of him that when the team comes up short, obviously the blame falls on him. He is the leader, but sometimes it feels as if he's the only player to get blamed.
Well, with Wall in the media, Wall himself said that he'll make sure to read every critical piece about him. Thinking is his motivation.
And isn't that, Kevin, exactly what the great players do? They find motivation wherever they can. And criticism, right? What makes you get better other than when people are challenging you?
Here's Porzingis. After the made shot from Fresh, Porzingis kicks to Wall. Sinks the triple.
You know,
pass to Ingram. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gets the three-pointer.
He comes up with these rebounds. It's night-night for the defense.
Now, here's Wall. A 14-point game for him in the win against New York.
And he was aggressive in how he played on the defensive side of the floor, notching 3 steals on the game.
Beal's shot is good.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
Boy, just impossible for either team to gain the upper hand. Momentum.
On the triple.
I love his form. I mean, it's so repeatable and clean in terms of the release. Just great stuff from Prez.
A nice shot.
You can look up and down the NBA and every roster and know for a fact that the game of basketball has
the always dangerous Wall and Beal of the backcourt. And there's Porzingis, and it's Bertans in at the force line. That's
in the last game against the Nuggets, delivered quite a performance. He finished with 42 points and got there the usual way. An impressive barrage of three-pointers. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it. And he took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks for the report, David. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that win.
He has made you wonder how the defense is going to scheme and try to stop him tonight. My thought is, whatever they do choose.
Lakers on the break. He lobs up the alley-oop pass and slam dunk by Ingram.
The shot-making ability of Ingram. Persistent.
And it's Wall in the corner. Gets to the corner and buries.
Gaining confidence every year in that shot.
It's Young on the wing. That was enough space for Young to convert the deep ball.
And Young
deal. Here's Fresh. Sweet little floater. Fresh has got a
little better. They would have a much bigger lead.
To the inside. Drops in the layup for two.
Is eye-opening.
You know, what's interesting about Porzingis is, yes, was there an adjustment make it easy for him, even though it was a solid attempt?
Here's Wall. It's deflected, but he recovers it.
Boy, the aggressiveness in the paint from Porzingis, you know, putting the onus on the officials to make a call. You've got to make them decision makers.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
And so he hits both.
Providence College grad. And I told Chris Mullen that he was absolutely horrified. He said, DB, how could you be a fan of the
physical conference, too? And I think they brought a whole new texture to the game of college basketball.
Oh, there's no question. To me, that's when I became a fan of college basketball. I chose Providence College because I was a Big East fan.
Kidding.
Oh, no question about it.
I think about Dave Gavitt, too. The late, great Dave Gavitt. I know you knew him. You respect him. His legacy lives on.
You know, Kevin, the thing about Dave Gavitt is he's one of the rarest type of individuals, those with vision.
Well said. Morris is checked in for the Wizards. Daniels, he's checked in for the Lakers. One, they get to host the Pelicans. And that's the third of 4 straight played at home. And the dunk by Porzingis.
To play up and get a hand in the face.
Oh, the confidence he exudes, the toughness. He just gets inside shooters' heads.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. That sends Brandon Ingram to the free throw line. Bradley Beal picks one up. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And that one falls for Ingram.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And here's Morris for 3. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Boy, a mistake to leave him there all alone on the perimeter. He had no problem cashing in. No hesitation, just drills it.
And the Lakers with another. Here's Fresh, covered by Morris. Young passes to Fresh. Just 4 to shoot. And the 3 off target.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Morris a screen. Beal gets a wide open look. Misses the 3.
The defense fortunate that he didn't burn them there. You'd have to think he wouldn't miss that again.
The feed now to Lamb. Young outside to Beal. Releases. It's in. It's his 3rd field goal.
It's unfazed.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Fresh. Basket counts. Fresh has got 8 points in the quarter.
He is here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he really carried the momentum from the last game right to this one. He is rolling.
Back to Morris from downtown. Rebounded by the Lakers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Ingram. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
What a cool customer he was on that sequence. Knew the clock was ticking down, but didn't let it affect him. Hit it like it was any other shot.
That'll do it for the first half. Lakers lead by 9. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Dwight, what has your approach been so far tonight?
I'm just trying to play with a lot of energy. do the best I can on the defensive end to help my teammates out. Post hard.
Dwight, thanks. Good luck in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. There by Fresh.
It's as if he can get to the rim any time he wants. And in that first half, he wanted to quite a bit.
You could see it in this guy's eyes. He was focused.
Down low, here's Porzingis, and he banks in the layup. And Doris Vermello playing the 4. He can really pick apart those bigger, slower defenders on the perimeter.
Yeah, I think he's been a little bit, Kevin, hesitant to absorb that wear and tear inside. With some of the knee and the back issues, exactly the type of shot they're hoping for. Get it into the area where good things happen.
Fresh, the pass to Young, and the jumper is on the mark.
Timeout.
Young's got it, and pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Shots good from Young.
Wow.
Here's Fresh, covered by Morris. He dialed that one up from long distance. For the Wizards, Los Angeles has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's Fresh, and the shot is good. Fresh has got...
And he just makes it look so easy. Ridiculous.
Screen by Porzingis. To the middle. It's good again, and the next one, 7 for 8 shooting night so far. Lakers have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Here's Fresh. Passes it to Carmelo. Basket counts. And the Lakers lead by...
Since halftime, he has been a different player.
Here's Fresh, covered by Morris. Really left alone that time. And that's 10. Here's Fresh. Fires the 3. And another 3 for the Lakers.
He's hit 4 now.
Young in the corner. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Defensively, they just that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Fresh, the pass to Ingram. Here's Fresh. It's Young on the wing. And Prez getting the ball over to Justice Young for that triple.
And you could tell Prez was going to get that.
Morris dishes to Beal. To stop the run. And the layup is up and in.
I like the...
Just 5 to shoot. Young with the pass and Prez with the finish. Nice play. Kicks it to Beal. Puts it up from 12. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Beal is even more dangerous in catch-and-shoot situations.
They set the pick. He took good advantage of that screen. To the middle. It's tipped. Goes back up and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Justice Young.
Just the threat of that shot, enough to get him airborne. Nice fake by Beal.
Free throw good, Beal.
We've seen the last few seasons Bradley Beal take a big jump as a player, and it's not only his ability to knock down threes, that he's always been able to do. It's his overall offense.
And for Beal, who continues to improve, he knows that in order to be a game changer, Doris, on the floor, he has to be deadly wherever he is with the ball.
I think, Kevin, there is no doubt that Beal can take his game to another level this season.
Young outside. Out to the right wing. And that one's good. Fresh. And
regardless of that miss right there, that's a shot you want him taking. He practices that all the time, makes a ton of them. How's that?
Time he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
pass to Fresh. Beal on the double team. Young for three, and another three for the Lakers.
And Young
hitting a real high percentage.
Fresh, the pass to Ingram. Up high to stuff the alley.
Big time here in the quarter.
Clearly out of rhythm. He's pressing the issue right. Oh, no doubt. They've struggled to defend with any kind of effectiveness. That's why they're so far off the pace.
Morris kicks to Beal, trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. No one covered.
The types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Lakers.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that
Along with it.
And the Lakers can just let the clock run down here. Washington with the rebound. Morris outside. Fires from deep. The shot, no good. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Hey, the ball's on the string, connected to your hands in that great passing. What did you see that allowed you to find the open man?
Look, man, I see everything your defense is giving up. Everything. And, that comes down to good vision. Good vision is 20/20. But when I go to see my eye doctor, they tell me I have 20/10 vision. All right? So I'm already at an advantage. So you put that together with my natural, athletic ability, and there's not much anyone can do to stop me. That's all I got.
That's all I got. Back to you, Kevin.
David.
I'm so getting used to this, man. You putting up MVP numbers.
I feel pretty good out there, man. I don't know what to say.
Ooh, I bet you some shoes, huh? It's some in them shoes.
You think it's
what
the
you
shoes?
got hiding in them shoes, Prez?
Just my feet, man.
They got the juice.
Something's working.